Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to a new episode of Sniper Sundays. It's currently 11 past 1 and it's Sunday the 19th. Been really busy actually, just moved to a new office, revamping my website, just had my birthday, so I'm officially 20 years old. Yeah, I'm getting old, I know. But it's just one of those things, so I've been busy. So I thought I would give you guys some more pairs this week as a treat because I'm feeling nice. But yeah, I'm gonna go over, was it 5 pairs? So instead of 3 or 4, I'm gonna give you an extra one or two, and just kind of explain to you how I got into some of the trades and some of the trades I'm looking at for next week. Obviously, I cut the Watch This Wednesdays video because I just felt like I was giving too much content for free on YouTube. So if you guys want access to the midweek update in my members zone, then give me a DM and I'll sort you out. But yeah, so let me just get straight into this. I want to keep it short and sweet, so I don't want to be taking up too much of your time. Okay, so this is what my first trade's looking like. So I've gone the daily, it's just easy for you guys to see. I'm looking for the retracement, and I'm just going to look for a buy. I'm going to clear the chart so you can see kind of like how I got this. But you know, this is something this is how it looks like. Also, I recommend if you pause the video now and you kind of look at what ones I'm going to be doing, you can do your own analysis before you watch my video, and then you can see if it's close to what I'm doing and if you're correct, because it will help you in your confidence, stuff like that. So if you want to pause it now, go through these and go ahead and see if you're correct or not. Cool. So let me just clear this real quick. So if I go remove drawings, okay. So what's the first thing we do? Trend line. Okay. If you can play around with it. So if I put it from here to here, does that suit? No, because it's broken. So that's not fitting right there, is it? So next thing I do is I try a different one. So I do one from here to here. Does that work? Yep. Okay, 1 touch, 2 touch to make a trend line. Or could I do one from here? Does it count from here? Here. Okay. So if I asked you what one were you going to use, you'd probably say, oh, I don't know, maybe this one. So you've got to think, the more significant the trend line, so the more time it goes back in history, the more significant it is, the more significant the trend line is. So if this is from April and this is one that started in June, which one's more significant? This one, right? So we use this one because it's more significant. Can go down to the 8-hour time frame. Okay, if you guys don't got the 8-hour, go get Pro and go get the 8-hour time frame because I use it a lot and it's game changer. Use the Fibonacci retracement tool from the last significant low to last significant high, and that's what it looks like. You get your horizontal line and you have a look around our golden fib zone where the if there's a psych level. So psych levels are big round numbers. Look at this, 90. Well, 0.9000. Look at that. Look at these wicks. Wick. Perfectly wicks to it. Look, resistance, support. So these levels are called structure. Structure is basically previous support and resistance. Okay, it's not just a support or just a resistance on its own. It's both. Okay, so it's like dynamic support, dynamic resistance is what happened. Even back here, you can see it. So I can pull this all the way across. Right. So you need to understand that, and you can back test that all you want. Okay, so what am I seeing here? Okay, I want to see price retrace into our pink zone, our pink box zone, okay, here, and into our daily EMA. Okay, look at this, daily EMA is coming in. It's rejected previously, you can see, so probability is telling us it's going to happen again. Okay, so we've got ascending trend line, or ascending, however you want to say it. You've got structure, you've got psych level, you've got golden fib zone. And obviously, if we can see candle rejection from the zone, then we'll be looking for a buy, okay? But let me just explain that in a second. So we're looking for this, and then we'll look for the buy to the upside, okay? So we're not trying to sell this, okay? Because how many of these can go into this? Probably about 2 or 3, okay? So if I copied and pasted that, okay? If I did that to there, that's probably perfectly lines. So why would you want to take a sell when you're only going to be gaining half the pips? You want to be gaining the maximum, right? So that's why we're not trying to sell this. We're waiting for it to retrace. So if this gets to Tuesday and it's down here, then I'll be looking for a buy. You don't always have to be like buying, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. It's not what good traders do. Okay. So long position. Okay. Stops just beneath the 100% with our take profit up here. That's the 3.5 ratio, so anything above a 3 is what I take. I don't take anything below a 3 ratio with me and the guys. And yeah, so I'll be looking for, personally, I'll be looking for 3-4 hour rejections. So you can see here, when price came down, momentum slowed down. Rejections are like hammer candles, spinning tops, or dojis. We saw them here multiple times. So this, you had spinning top, hammer, spinning top, doji, spinning top, hammer, doji, spinning top, whatever. So you got bear. So that clearly showed us the momentum is slowing down. So this is like the little roundabout that occurs. Some people don't like the analogy, but it's just simple for me to explain it to you. You can see this slow down, and then you saw the massive impulse to the upside. So if we can see this come down here, see this slow down, and then we'll get in on the impulse to the upside. So this is a 256 move to the upside, but 256 pip move to the upside, and it's looking good. I really like this pair for the coming week. So let's wait and see what happens. EURNZD. Let's have a little look. So this is what it's looking like currently. If I go on the weekly, you can see. Okay, let me just clear this. So weekly time frame, I can see there's an ascending trend line in place. So if I go there to there, cool. I'm going down to the daily, and I can see. What can I see? So you just got to see which one best fits, right? So if I went from the top, is there a trend line from the top? I don't think so. So let me just have a little look. No, because it was there, it's broken. So that's not relevant. You could do one from there to there. Okay. 1 touch, 2 touch to make a trend line. You've got the EMA lining up perfectly. Okay, that's pretty damn sexy, to be honest with you. Last significant high to last significant low, there to there. Sweet. It's come up to our 78.6. It's come up to the 75 psych level. Okay, again once more here. It's come up to the daily EMA. You can see it. You can see the rejection on the daily time frame. That's the spinning top. Short position. Okay, this is what I'm looking for. Stops just above the 100%. You can have it just above these wicks if you want to have it, but it just means your risk rewards can be less. And then obviously, if we took a sell, okay, does it align? Does our last take profit align with the bigger trend line that I just put on at the beginning? It aligns perfectly. Thank you very much. So, what am I looking for here? I'm looking for, let me put my little pink zone on. Cool. So I got on the daily time frame, it's easier to show you. This is a 610 pip move, and it's a 5.2 risk to reward. If I can see 3-4 hour ejections from the pink zone, I'll be looking for a short position. We can clearly see it's come up to the daily EMA. We've got the descending trend line, we've got our golden fib zone, we've got psych level, and we had that daily closure as a like a spinning, it's more of a doji, to be honest with you. So yeah, we can see that's lining up perfectly, and then I'll be looking for the sell-off. So basically from here, this had a sell-off, had its retracement, then we would have waited, we're waiting for this, then we're looking for the bigger sell to the downside, and that's it. It's simple structure, it's bearish, and it's making lower highs and lower lows, so it's bearish. So this is just a lower high, and then we're looking for the lower low, right? Because it's going to take out this point here. So yeah, this is what I'm looking at for the week ahead. This is really, really good. So yeah, I hope you guys see what I'm seeing, and I've explained it well enough for you guys to understand. GBPCAD. Let's have a little look what's going on. So if we go on to the daily, this is what it's looking like currently. Let's clear the chart. So descending trend line here. Okay, 1 touch, 2 touch. I mean, you can have an ascending trend line as well, but it's like in a wedge, I guess. Okay. So a lot of the guys that are in my chat, they were like, yeah, potential buyers. Yeah, they could be, in the fact that there's making higher highs and higher lows. But if you look from the more significant time frame, which is the higher time frame, I can see there's a bigger descending trend line in play, right? So why would I want to be buying this into a resistance level? Okay, if I fibbed it, all I'm going to maybe get is to the 0%, and that's it, not into our fib extensions. So I'm not going to try and buy this because it's not a good idea to buy it into a massive, significant zone of resistance, right? So what I'm looking for here is basically if price can come back up to the psych level 71,500, and you know you've got all these wicks coming up to this zone here. So even if it could wick up here, okay, to this region and meet the descending trend line, meet this, then I'll be looking for a sell. Okay, so I'll be looking for a sell from here because of the significant trend line in play. So you know you can either take it to the minus 23 instead of 3 risk to reward, or you can take the minus 61.8. This aligns better because look, you can see this is a massive support, most likely going to be support once more. So this ascending trend line, you know, you can probably delete it if you want to, but you know you can be wary of that. And if you want to take it early, you know, if you want to take 50% and then 40% and leave 10% running, do that. But it's just something to be wary of. So you can, I mean, just leave it on there actually, so you guys can see it. So basically, yeah, what I'm saying is there's no EMA, which is one of the things I didn't like about this pair. So you can kind of sieve through the ones that I give and you can kind of choose the best ones. I'm not saying take all of them. I'm not saying don't take all of them. I'm just saying choose ones that best suit you. So, you know, we have descending trend line, we have psych level, we have golden fib zone, we have this kind of triple top or left shoulder, head, right shoulder, if you want to see it as this is higher than that. So, you know, we have many reasons to take a sell here, and it's still a 400 pip move and a 4.4 ratio. So let's wait and see what goes on. If we can see the retracement, I'll be looking for probably 3-4 hour rejections, I think, from the zone. So if we can see some rejection from here, 3-4 hour rejections, then I'll be looking for a short, basically. So let's wait and see what goes on with that. But yeah, I think there's going to be basically quite a big breakout to either the upside or the downside. Probably more to, I think, downside, to be honest with you, just for the fact that, or even if it can get down to here, yeah, and then it has its push to the upside, like one last push, something like that. But when it's in a wedge formation, it's always an huge outbreak to either obviously one side. But we're not really looking at that yet. We're looking at just getting this trade here. So that's GBPCAD. GN. I wanted to go over this one because it is what I gave out to the guys last week. Obviously, it was in the exclusive content video just for them. You guys, I don't think I gave it to you guys, but you can go check if I gave it or not. I can't actually remember. But we had this. We had the 8-hour EMA. We had the descending trend line. We had the golden fib zone. Came up, retraced into a golden fib zone. Rejected the 8-hour EMA lots of times, and we're in this now from up here. So we got a snipe on this. Great entry. Stops at break even, so it's running risk free. And now we're looking for the downside. So we're looking for, this is a 381 pip move to the downside. So now I'm looking for this massive impulse to the downside. So we had loads of confidences here. We had psych level, 60, 1.92500. We had the EMA. We had the golden fib zone. So this is just another one that I gave to the guys, and I explained it to them. It's not just a signal. I'll take this with a bunch of numbers. It's me sending the chart, me basically explaining it, explaining the confluences, and then they can decide if they want to take it or not. And then obviously finally we had gold. You guys, if you're not in the group, you guys need to join it, because I'm telling you, gold, we've absolutely been destroying gold the past couple months. Like, I made so many pips on gold. So we had, on the 4-hour time frame, we had 1 touch, 2 touch, and obviously the third touch, it kind of did break below the trend line, which was something that didn't appeal to me the most. But the thing is, when it does break trend lines, you got to think, okay, if it breaks the trend line, is there a place where it might go to where it might have a full reversal? And then this is what I gave to the guys. You got support. You had the EMA there coming as well. So I said price is most likely going to come to this 1995 psych level, which what happened, it literally wicked down to the T, and then it had its full reversal. But we got entries just above it, just because we wanted to wait for the confirmation, right? So let's have a little look. Basically, I'm just explaining this to you. We had psych level, we had structure. Okay, look at all this rejection on the 2-hour time frame. So we had all these confluences. So here, see, and then we had that, and then it's gone impulse to the upside. So this is 150 pips in profit currently. Stocks at break even, and I'm looking for this to go up to, you know, it's a 340 pip move to the upside. I definitely see more upside in gold over the next couple of weeks, and I'm going to be updating this for the guys, you know, throughout this week and the coming week. And even if this has a full retracement, I'll be looking for more entries. So yeah, that is basically this week's video. I wanted to keep it short and sweet because I felt like it's just easy for you guys to watch on a Sunday. You don't be watching a 40-minute video, and it just gives you the good parts and takes out the bollocks. So if you guys want to get involved with the KFX zone and you want to get involved with all my exclusive analysis and daily updates and the community chat and the meetups and all that stuff, then give me a DM on Instagram, KFX with 3 underscores. Yeah, so yeah, if you want to get involved, give me a DM and I'll hook you up with details. Yeah, and that's it really. I think that's all of it. So thank you guys for watching. If you're new here, do subscribe and leave a like. Yeah, I'll catch you in next week's video.